Hi guys, it's Justin here, just to kind of recap chapter 13 of our book that talks about converging with other types of media. The book talks about how convergence is not only limited to online news or print news or broadcast news, that now social media has now become very prevalent in our society to where most youth are getting their news and information off these sites like Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat or wherever it may be. Because social media has now become such a useful tool, news organizations are now starting to put that content on their social media sites, so it is more readily available for the audience. And the book talks about two ways to assess how content should be gathered, edited, and delivered. The first one is to start with the medium and then go to edit the content. And the second one would be start with the story first and then work yourself into the medium. And we understand that the field of convergent journalism is too new to try to confine into one medium. So instead, we should combine different types of mediums in order to tell the best stories and be able to get our messages to our audience in the best way they can understand and comprehend. The book keys in on apps, which are just computer programs designed to deliver to mobile devices. And since 2010, apps have become the fastest computer programming. And with these apps, there are so many out there in online in the world these days that it's so much information and they're so prevalent because they can be easily accessible on your phones that news organizations are now being able to put this information on apps, and it's so readily accessible for the audience. And the book also talks about digital signage and how it allows for communication for almost any type of visual message. And for us, it represents a new way of getting news to our public. But for the most part, digital signage is used for like commercials and advertising purposes. But news organizations are now starting to see how these signs can be very vital into like engaging and attracting a new audience. One thing to know with this though is that you can only fit like only a certain small sample size or certain words or word count into them, which makes it kind of hard to say more things or get your message out very clearly. So you have to be very careful and very methodical in the way you present the information.